morning, students. How are you all? Hope you all are fine in your houses. I am also fine, students. So, in accountancy, I have completed 2 chapters. Third chapter also I have completed some portion. But this July 1st onwards, they have started the new YouTube video that channel. So this I have planned to teach you the third lesson once again. Okay, so for reference, at least you will have this lesson from the beginning onwards. Okay, so I am planning to teach you from the beginning accounts of partnership firms. Okay, we know first we should know what is partnership. Partnership is what you have studied in 11th standard. It is that means together, 2 3 partners or persons together, they join together to do a business in order to share the profit or loss that by from the business carried on. Okay, so they will agree. That agreement is called partnership deed. Okay, they will agree about the how much they have to contribute, that means the capital, and how much profit sharing ratio, in which ratio they have to share, and then each partner's responsibility, their interest on capital, everything will be agreed. That agreement is called partnership deed. Okay, that agreement may be in written, in writing, okay, or oral, or both may not be there. It may be in oral. They will are implied, understood from the business. The partners will understand what is their responsibilities. Okay, we first for this partnership firm, there is an act. Okay, in India, Indian Partnership Act 1932. Before independence, they have started one act, Partnership Act. But after the independence, then the Companies Act 1956. So that one was governing this one. Okay, Indian Companies Act also. But the definition is given by the Act, Indian Partnership Act 1932. It has given that definition as the relation between persons. Okay, relation between persons who have agreed. Persons means minimum 2 persons. Okay, maximum 50 or 100. Okay, so who have agreed to share the profits of a business carried on by all, or any of them acting for all. The definition is given in the book. You might have bought the books also from the school, isn't it? 3 days they have given us holidays in order to purchase the books. Okay, so you might have got the book. The third lesson you have to study. The definition is one of the question answer. Okay, then the features given. What are the features? So from the definition itself, we have learned it is an association of persons. So minimum 2 persons, maximum many, but that it is limited to 50. Before 10 and 20 only, now it is given as 50 persons. Because of this Companies Act 2013, they have increased this number. Okay, the new edition only they have given like this. Maximum is 50 members. Then what there is an agreement we have studied. There is an agreement among the partners in order to share the ratio of sharing the profits or losses of the partnership firm. The agreement may be in oral. Oral means either in saying or written in a paper, or it may be implied, understood. Okay, then the agreement may be for what? In order to carry on a business, or the agreement is to share the profits and losses. Okay, then about the business it is given. The business is either it may be carried on by everyone, all, or any of them, any one can act for others. Okay, now we will learn about the partnership deed. Okay, this already I have explained, that's why I am going little faster. Okay, partnership deed or partnership agreement. What does it contain? This partnership deed. Okay, we can say it is a document in writing. Okay, and that it contains the terms of agreement. Okay, the terms of agreement among all the partners, and it is not compulsory at all. Okay, by the Partnership Act 1932, it is not compulsory, but it is advisable or desirable to have a partnership deed in order to uh, keep this as an evidence for future, either for disputes or for any references. Okay, so they prefer to have an via partnership deed. Then contents, many contents they have given. Contents of partnership deed. First one, name of the firm. Okay, name of the firm, and nature and place of business, what type of business, and where it is, the business where it is situated. Okay, so name of the firm, the nature and place of the business. Then when they are starting, okay, date of commencement of the business and its duration, when they have started and for how many years it will be running. Maybe for years it will run, isn't it? They will if it is an agreement for doing a particular job, then that job will come to an end after 5 years, so they can mention the duration. Then name and address of all partners. Okay, all partners, name and address of all partners, that is very essential. Then the capital introduced by all partners. Okay, how much they have contributed. Then the main thing, profit sharing ratio. Profit sharing ratio they have to mention. Then amount of drawings of each partner, how much is allowed. Okay, that drawings. Then to rate of interest. Okay, rate of interest on capital, how much from the capital, on the opening capital they will calculate 1%. That percentage will be written in the deed. Okay, rate of interest on capital. Then rate of interest on drawings. If the partners withdraw amount, they will charge some amount as rate as interest on drawings, and that will be payable by the partners, those who have withdrawn amount from the business. Okay, then if any person, any partner has given loan, that also interest, rate of interest on loan also will be discussed. That loan advanced by the partner to the firm. Okay, then sometime any partner will work as full-time worker, so the amount of salary for a partner who is a full-time employee in the partnership. Okay, then about the maintenance of accounts. Okay, maintenance of accounts and audit procedure, how to, whether it is internal audit or the once in a year the auditors will be appointed. Okay, then related to admission of a partner, here we are going to learn this admission as a separate chapter. Okay, admission of a partner. Then that the retirement of a partner, what are the procedures at the time of admission, at the time of retirement, and how they will settle the amount, settle the account of the retiring partner. Then at the time of this admission and retirement, the method of valuation of goodwill and all the assets and liabilities, this also we will learn at the time of admission and at the time of retirement. Okay, as a separate chapter. Then at the time of any death of a partner, if any partner expires, that time they have to appoint the executors. Executor means for the deceased partner, there will be a person in charge, okay, to collect the dues, that he is the executor. And how to settle the amount, the dues to the legal heir. That person will have some legal heir, maybe the wife and children. Okay, for that person only that amount should go. So appointment of executor and the settlement procedure of settlement of dues to the legal heirs. Okay, then at last if the partnership comes to an end, that is called dissolution of the firm. At the time of dissolution of the firm, and how to settle the accounts. Settle the accounts. All these things will be explained in the partnership deed. Okay, now we will learn the problem. The first one, how if the partnership deed is not available. If the partnership deed is this one, the another days. Okay, that how to apply the provision of the Act, Indian Partnership Act 1932, in the absence of partnership deed. If the partnership deed is not there, how we have to deal with the following items. That is the first illustration. Okay, so before that we should know what we have to do if the partnership deed is silent. That means that nothing is mentioned about that particular item in the deed. First one, salary to the partner. Okay, in the deed we have studied that salary should be given to the full-time worker. Any partner is working. That one, that Partnership Act 1932, in section 13A, it has given no remuneration is given to any partner if the partnership deed is not stating anything about the salary. Okay, then about the ratio also, profit sharing ratio will be agreed. But if they have not agreed, but if they have not mentioned that ratio in the partnership deed, then they have to share the profit equally. If there are 4 partners, 1000 rupees they get profit, 250 equally they have to divide and share. Okay, so that is given in section 13B. Okay, the profit will be shared equally, or the loss will be shared equally. Then the third one, about the interest on capital, that rate will be given, okay, in the deed. But if the deed is not stating anything about the interest on capital, then no interest on capital will be given to that particular partner. Okay, all the partners, mostly all the partners will contribute for the capital, so no interest on capital will be given. And if at all they are given, if there is only if there is enough profit, then only they have to give interest on capital. Okay, if at all it is stated in the partnership deed, if there is no profit, they cannot give interest on capital. Okay, that is what mentioned. If there is profit only, they can give interest on profit. The next one, interest on loan. That one, section 13D. In order they have given. Okay, so interest on loan, I have told you that sometimes the partners will advance loan to the firm, so they have to provide certain percentage as interest on loan. This one only if the partnership deed is silent, they can give only 6% of the loan, okay, as the interest on loan, but not more than this. If they have demanded 10%, it is not allowed. Okay, 6% per annum. Okay, then the last one, interest on drawings. So if the deed is silent, there will not be charged any rate of interest as interest on drawings. Okay, only 5 items. With this we have one illustration and one exercise. Okay, that illustration I will show to you. Illustration, A, B, C and D are partners in a firm. There is no partnership deed. How will you calculate the following? A has contributed maximum capital. He demands interest on capital at 12% per annum. Here interest on capital we have studied, no interest is allowed. Okay, so here we should write no interest on capital is payable to A. Okay, then B has withdrawn 1000 per month. Other partners ask B to pay interest on drawings at 10% per annum. So B does not agree to that. Okay, so what? Here interest on drawings also no, isn't it? No interest on drawing is charged on B. Then loan advanced by C 10,000. So he demands interest on loan at 9% per annum. We have studied only 6% is allowed. Okay, on 10,000. On 6% on 10,000 is 600. Only 600 is payable as interest on loan to C. Then D demands salary. Here no salary is payable to D. Okay, then A demand profit to be shared in the capital ratio. If the partnership deed is not there, then they have to share the profits in equal ratio. So the profit will be shared equally. Okay, that is the answer. Okay, then the illustration you have completed. The exercise also I will show to you. First exercise. Okay, as per the it is based on the first illustration. Akash, Bala, Chandru and Daniel are partners. There is no partnership deed. So this sentence is only very important. No in partnership deed. How will you deal with the following? Akash has contributed maximum capital. He demands interest on capital 10%. Only two things you have to remember. Profit equally, interest on loan 6%. All the other things no. So here interest on capital we should write no interest on capital is provided for Akash. Then Bala has withdrawn drawings. Drawings also should not be given. So we should write no interest on drawings is charged for Bala. Then Akash demand profit capital ratio. So we should write profit will be shared equally among all the partners. Okay, that is the answer. Okay, then Daniel demands salary 10,000. So here no salary will be payable to Daniel. Then loan we know 6%. Okay, so we should calculate 6%. You will get 3,000 upon 50,000. Okay, so we should write interest on loan is payable at 6% per annum on 50,000. That is 3,000 may be payable to Chandru. Okay, that is the thing we have to do. We have completed one exercise and one illustration. Okay, it is written like this. Answer. You have to write as a statement. No interest on capital is provided. No interest on capital. No interest on capital is not provided to Akash. Okay, then no interest on drawings is no comma interest on drawings is not charged on Bala's drawings. Profit is to be shared equally. No salary will be paid to Daniel. Chandru is provided only 6% of the loan. That is 50,000, 3,000. Okay, that they have calculated 50,000 into 6 by 100. Okay, so you have to do the homework on that. They have given exercise on page number 112. Okay, then question answer. Define partnership, page number 82. Partnership deed in page number 83. Okay, that meaning. Then features of partnership, 4 points given, 82 page number. Contents of the partnership deed is given in the page number 83. 16 contents given. You can study at least 10. Okay, it will be easy for you. Okay, students. So at least from this month onwards, you learn something. Okay, in accountancy, I will send you the other video also. Okay, thank you, students.